Hello everyone, today we will talk about the moon transit. The transiting moon is in conjunction to natal Ceres. How the transiting moon will behave when conjunct natal Ceres depends on the position of natal Ceres. This transit may be more prominent in your life if you already have planets in aspect to your natal Ceres. But the basics are as follows. When the transiting moon is in conjunct to natal Ceres, feelings become tactile, seeking to be nurtured in simple, tangible ways. During this period, individuals will feel a more intuitive urge to care for others because their emotions are deeply connected to those around them and are more sensitively attuned to the needs of others. In short, the need to care and be cared for by others surfaces, awakening memories, an appetite, and an urge to make life softer around the edges, and with the sensitive side emerging, we will try to be maternal to everyone around us. While this is an ideal time to care for your family and loved ones, it is also an ideal time to encourage those you love and nurture their emotional needs. This will allow you to take care of your household and family goals while also acting as a surrogate caregiver for those around you. In these few hours, we will best notice what truly soothes us and best recognize when worry becomes controlling. The moon awakens the body through feelings, remembering what it means to be held, fed, and securely attached. The longings that arise cannot be explained, but they surface with a tenderness that you cannot quite contain. But this maternal instinct is best directed towards others, for example, pets and plants. Individuals will feel compelled to open their homes to abandoned animals, precisely because of this sense of empathy that is heightened now. However, this energy is cyclical, like the seasons of reunion and separation, reminding you that hunger and satiety are honest states and that both deserve respect. Working with this energy means providing care without grasping. It is the practice of naming what you need, receiving without apology, and giving without erasing yourself. If grief arises, treat it as part of a cycle, not as a problem to be solved, but as a period to be lived through. Mark the passage with a small ritual, giving thanks for what has nourished you and letting go of what no longer nourishes you. As we have already stated, when the moon is in conjunct to your natal Ceres, you learn that tenderness and boundaries can coexist and that belonging deepens. Much like when you protect the roots as much as the flower. Either way, depending on the position of Ceres, the fulfillment of care will be fulfilled through your own needs as through caring for others. Your habits are certainly closely linked to your role as a caregiver or nurturer, and will find nourishing energy through acquiring and maintaining resources, nurturing others with your words and ideas, offering emotional support and guidance through conversation and dialogue. Individuals will have a strong desire to create a nurturing and supportive environment within their household, thus nurturing emotional connections and a sense of security for themselves and their loved ones, or through acts of creativity and self-expression, finding joy and fulfillment in sharing their talents and passions with others, and so on. So the moon will accentuate the existing actions of Ceres, whether positive or negative. The transit itself lasts for several hours, and as such, depending on the state of the moon, it passes by us very unnoticed, but those who are more sensitive will notice that it draws attention to work patterns and health routines. We simply have a heightened awareness of how emotions affect daily tasks, relationships with coworkers, and overall physical well-being, although we do not pay much attention to it. However, some emotional reactions in the work environment will still be heightened, and you will discover how your emotional state affects your productivity and interactions with colleagues by feeling the transformations in the way power and control are managed and shared in the work environment, and then initiating stress-reducing activities or a diet that balances your emotional and physical needs. It certainly provides an opportunity to reflect on your work-life balance and make adjustments as needed to support your emotional well-being, because your inner feeling never lies.